Hey, my beautiful angel, it's Josie Grouse, and welcome to Soul Awakening channel. In this video, you are going to receive a direct message from your guides, your angels about your life situation, whatever you're dealing with, whatever answers you are seeking. This video is for you. Remember that your intuition knows you are guided throughout this video. You are plugged in, connected to your intuition. You are connected with your source of guidance. Remember that your angels are there with you by your side, whispering messages in your ear. And this is a card reading, right? So pick a color, pick a number, whatever really works for you. And the purpose of this message is to give you guidance, is to enlighten you, is to show you a possibility that you may not see just in front of you. But I promise you, I truly believe that when you open to receive guidance, always comes through. And this video is intended to give you that openness, to give you this guidance. So let's begin. Just take a look at the screen here, and you have three options. It's not about the right option. It's about an intuitive feeling that you are experiencing right this moment. It's about something like a little nudge that is telling you, okay, pick up that color, or maybe pick up that, picture, or whatever really is drawing your attention right this moment. Just trust, have trust, complete trust. This is the right decision. And let's get started. And let's open our hearts. Remember, if this is your first time on this channel, always welcome. Be sure to subscribe. Please become part of this angelic community. We have thousands of people connected with angels every single day. Okay. You guys ready? I can see the chat is filling up. I see Megan here. And here she is also asking for guidance. I love you guys. So let's begin. You make a choice. Right now, trust. Just have trust, complete trust. This is the right decision. And you will receive answers through this video. Could be color, could be number, anything. Whatever feels internally is the right way for you. Just go with it. Go with the feeling. Okay. If you have made that first choice, if number one is your choice, let's ask our guides and your angels, really, what is it that you need to know? What you are struggling with, things that you may not see, but you really need to see them. You need to understand. You need to gain this clarity and wisdom of your own experience. Okay. Anxiety, dealing with anxiety. And anxiety is something that is preventing you from seeing other options. Anxiety and worry about your future. How will things work out, really? I don't know, but I feel so anxious. I can't find peace. I'm constantly worrying about what may happen. And what angels are telling you, you need to relax. You need to stop worrying, period. I don't know how you are going to do that. But in essence, if you could just pause for a second and release that tension, the stress, the inner stress and anxieties of some imaginary future. Remember that these are still imaginations, all in your head. These fears are not real, but they're just kind of like they're in your head and they're torturing you. They're hurting you. They are putting you in the state of anxiety, like what would happen with me in the future? So what angels are telling you, and you have to be super clear about it, you will be okay. Can you take these words and then run with them and just say, I'll be okay. I have nothing to worry about. I have no fear. I have full certainty that I am protected. I'm guided. So when you feel anxious, you do not trust the universe. You don't trust your angels. It's like you're asking for guidance. You're asking, higher power, please show me a way, help me, guide me. But then you have so much anxiety. So there is a miscommunication. There's a gap. There is a void, and you need to build a bridge. Every time you feel anxious, You need to believe that you have support system. This whole universe is on your side, and live with that thought. Only allow the thought of certainty, of trust. I trust no matter what happens. I trust. Okay. And if you can really build that trust, then you'll see the anxiety vanishes, disappears, no longer there. What has just happened? You have built that trust, the inner sense of knowing, and shift your identity. Too much identity on things of this world, especially things that are wrong, that are not working. And you have all the reasons just to look around, look at your friends, look at people. Something is always wrong with someone somewhere. So does this mean that you also have to just give into your fear? Does this mean that you have to now join that company that misery loves? No, you're not. I know your home is protected. So protection. Protection is there for you. So you are protected. Again, building that trust, you are protected. Visualize your space wherever you are. Maybe you're at work, but you don't feel safe. Maybe you're at your house, but you don't feel safe. Maybe you're in your relationship and you don't feel safe. Maybe you are now at the stage of your life. Everything is changing, right? Your roles are changing. And again, you don't feel safe. Shifting that consciousness, knowing that you are protected, that you are protected. And as a matter of fact, the more you believe you're protected, the more protection you have. When you feel like, oh, something is wrong, something is happening, I'm being threatened from the outside, the world is trying to force me, or the world, there's too much for me, I'm trying to protect myself, always constantly being out there and fighting with the world, and always being on kind of like on guard. I'm protecting myself. So you're protected. Can we build that trustworthy relationship with life, knowing that you are protected? That you are protected. You come into this world fully protected, right? For the 9 month of your life. Everything is there. You have complete unconditional 100% trust that life will work for you. And while you are in the womb, and then things are just magically being brought together, you become this beautiful body is being formed, and you feel safe, you feel protected, you feel like you have a home. And this is where your soul is. That's where the feeling of knowing that, no matter what happens, life is going to take care of me, life is going to protect me, life is going to just do the life thing. And then you're born into this world. And then all of a sudden you're exposed. And all of a sudden there's an agenda. So let's go back to the feeling of, I feel completely safe. Just imagine you're in this womb of the universe, of creative divine mother. And then you're safe, you're protected, you have nothing to worry about, you have nothing to worry about. And that's your message, number one. And if you are number two, if your choice is number two, maybe you're drawn to a color, maybe you have some images coming up and you see on the screen of your mind. If number two is your intuitive knowing, so let's see what angels have in store for you, have prepared to tell you, have been asking you to pay attention to, but maybe you're not seeing your life clearly. Maybe you're not experiencing, that wisdom. You can't see clearly. So let's connect. You will have some changes in your work situation. So if you chose number one, things are happening on the level of your work, and changes are coming. Be sure the changes are coming. And maybe the anxiety that you feel like change is coming, but you don't know if it's good change or maybe not good change. Maybe you're worrying that things at your work may just be out of hand and you can't control. It's almost like you have no power in this change. But I'm here to tell you that you have that power. You have a power to change. And you also have to put yourself in the position where the job is not controlling you. The job, the work situation, financial situation is not controlling you. If you allow your job, your finances to control you, you will always feel powerless. You feel like you are at the mercy of circumstances. You are somehow being a victim at times, because what the heck, you don't have any control over an organization or a big company. Maybe it's your school, and it feels like, well, there are rules. Somebody set these rules and I have to follow these rules. And then you lose yourself in this process and this game. But what the angels are telling you, you need to take your power back, especially when it comes to your work, and know that you have the power. If you make a decision and you say, okay, I choose where I work. Okay. I choose if the changes, whatever changes are happening on the level of my work situation, if they don't align with my values, with things that are important to me, things that I value, things that I can bring my best into, if that does not align, then you have a choice that you can shift everything. You can shift that energy and you can decide, okay, I don't belong here anymore. I am changing as well. And the universe will always open another door for you. If the changes at your work feel like you are a victim, it's a wake-up call for you to say, I'm much more than that. I'm much more than a body showing up at the doorstep of my institution. I am the divine soul having a beautiful experience on planet Earth. I'm only here for a 100-year lifetime. That's it. And maybe one day we'll live longer. But at this point in time, that's all we've got. And the time is the most precious resource. When time is working against you, when things are working against you, seemingly, it's like the world is changing. You can't keep up. The time is speeding up or slowing down, and it's not in the most favorable way. You are now have an opportunity. You have a choice. You have that power to step in and say, I am in control of my life. I am in control of my work. If the work is no longer matching my talents, my gifts, my needs, I will step out and I will be open. I will be guided. I'll start in the next chapter of my life somewhere else. But you need to think that way. You need to have that openness and willingness to change as well. Because change, unless you do change, life is going to provide all of the opportunities for you to change. Life is going to create many obstacles for you, causing you to change. If you feel like, I'm in this safe place and my life is so secure, if I could just do this job, get paid at the end of the day, I'll be like, okay, I can live with myself just for another day. Not so much. Very soon you'll see obstacles. You see limitations. Things aren't working out, and it's because universe is like, come on, buddy, come on. Come on, you can do so much more. You can do so much better. You're here to realize your potential. And God knows what that potential is. Who knows what you're capable of doing? But at least, be open to change. Be open to possibilities. Be open to see things differently. Be open to be guided. Have this inner way, in this certainty that things will work out. Things will work out one way or another. You're not a victim of circumstances. You are not a victim of anything or anyone. And change is inevitable. Everything changes. Your work situation is changing. So it's up to you. Where are you standing in relationship to that change? Are you changing as well? Are you trying to keep things in this imaginary safety zone and in controlling every detail? Don't worry, things will change, and you can choose to change with them. You will be rewarded in a very, very interesting way. So that's your message number 2. Okay, so let's take a look at number 3. If you chose number 3, let's see what angels are telling you. What guidance is important for you? What is it that you need to know right now? Let's see. Follow your joy. Follow your joy. So now you are in the position where you're dealing with choices, okay? You have choices and some conflicts. And these conflicts exist on the level of your heart. and the level of your head. So the conflict is, what if I do the right thing? That's what your mind is telling you. That's what your logic is telling you. Okay, choice number one is a logical choice, right? What if I just take a step, A, and I move from A to B, and then B would lead me to C, and it's all making sense, right? I can see how things are going to work out. I see how you can build your life in your future and move into the future, in a predictable way. But then your heart also in this conflict, and your heart is telling you, I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't give me joy. I mean, yes, it's everything looks good. Everything looks good on paper. Everything looks good to the mind. It's a safe, it's a predictable way to shift, to move into the future. But your heart is like, I'm not in it. I don't feel it. I don't feel joy. And your head is telling your heart's like, who cares what you think, okay? Okay, there are rules, there are limitations in this world. We have to follow that safe protocol. We have to follow, all of the take the safety steps one at a time. But your heart is like, I want to live. I want to live every day and experience joy, that's inner joy. And this is the joy of awakening to something greater than just my job, than just my family, than just something that I have to do routinely. So your mind is in conflict. Do you see it? So you have these two choices right now, and your choice is to follow your joy. This time it's up to you. You need to make the choice. You need to stop worrying about the logic, about everything that looks okay in the eyes of other people, in the eyes of the world. You need to follow your heart. You need to follow your soul. That's it. There's no other way. Nothing else is going to make you happy. It's just your inner knowing that, I'm here to express my energy. I'm here to express my talents, my gifts, my energy with the world. I'm awakening every day with a sense of purpose. Okay, sense of purpose. There's meaning to my life. There's something else. There's a deeper something else that I'm here to express, right? I'm not here just to survive, just to pay my bills and just to get by every single day. There's something more to life. There's something more for me. There's something else out there. And I know that all I have to do is to connect to that something else through my joy, through following the feeling of inner joy. What brings you inner joy? What truly awakens you on the inside? Can you allow yourself to express that joy? It's okay. It's safe for you to express that joy. It's safe for you to feel happy. It's okay. You have a permission to be happy. Just be happy. Just be happy. Awaken every day and know that, you can live every day happy. You can be happy. And whatever happens in the world around you, you can't control that. You can't control the weather. You can't control the governments and the stuff and the politics. There's so many things you can complain about, but you choose to follow your joy. You stop giving your mind, all of the reasons to suck the joy out of you because of necessity, because of something that you have to do for somewhere, someone in this world. Are you feeling me? Do you understand that the joy, it's something that is very soulful, that is deep within you, that is very open to life, and it's very alive within you? That's your true path. Follow your joy. That's your answer. That's your answer for angels. Love you guys. Be well, be blessed. I'll chat with you in the next video.